I need a miracle from God right now. Yes, I need a miracle from God right now. The miracle. Have you ever said that to yourself before, or muttered that under your breath? I need a miracle from God right now. I need a miracle from God right now to turn my life around. Well, A Course in Miracles has done a great job for me to help me truly understand the miracle and how the power within us, how the miracle is our ability within us. The miracle is our power within. I need a miracle from God right now can be answered for you in an instant. It surely was an emotional, mind boggling roller coaster ride during those 8 long years that I'd spent in a state prison, often thinking that I need a miracle from God right now. It was a tough, horrendous ordeal in all sense of that statement. Hello, everyone. This is James Nussbaumer, and I'm the author of the Master of Everything book series. And it begins with this book called The Master of Everything. It's a story of mankind in the world of illusion we call life. The series goes up all the way to book 16. So far, we've got the first 3 published. But I'd really set forth on my writing from that very first day when the heavy steel prison doors had slammed shut and locked behind me. What an awful sound that was, which is why you're listening to this video, watching this video right now, and why you may be reading this book. This is where I'd written it, from the often volatile and violent din of the cell block. I think back, what a hell that really was. I still see that my arduous effort and at succeeding at contracting with a mainstream publisher for my book series while in my 8th year of that prison sentence, 8 years in that volatile hell on earth. And it did convince a higher court to look deeper into my case. And yes, that did accomplish, that accomplishment itself did convince a judge to grant me release 2 years early for my 10-year sentence over a foolish securities violation. And it was during a time of panic and abuses in the investment industry. And it was plain to see by everyone that the sentence handed me by an example setter judge from a lower court, it was overtly political. But it didn't take time. Well, it did take time is what I'm trying to say. It did take time. In fact, a much longer time than I'd have liked for the higher court to bring light into my pain, to ease my pain. When we think and wonder how to turn my life around, when there's nowhere else to turn, I've learned I can always go deep within myself and create and chart out objectives and goals for whatever the journey might be. I'll be honest, it seems all my life since childhood, and when faced with life challenges, let's face it, even as kids and especially teenagers, we think we've got tremendous life challenges. But I'd always had mumbled under my breath, I need a miracle from God right now. You are a human being, right? Yes, you are. And you likewise believe that you are either a man or a woman. You also have other roles you play and also titles like in your life, like maybe a mom, a father, a grandfather, a grandmother, a brother, sister, an office manager, a company manager, an in-law. And the list just goes on and on with the titles. Have you ever thought of yourself, though, as a miracle worker? Even when you're thinking, I need a miracle from God right now. I'm not meaning in the sense of your birth. Of course, that is a miracle itself. We can't deny that. But I mean in the sense of your everyday life. Do you walk around all day and see yourself as a miracle worker? Or do you continue in a lowly state, mumbling and muttering, I need a miracle from God right now? we were taught to believe that a miracle is just going to shoot out from the sky and take care of things. But if you did, just envision what it does. What does it cost when you're thinking and muttering things like, I need to change my life, but you're not doing anything about it. But if you are doing something about it and you are able to reflect your inner wealth into this world, surely greater you would stand, less hurried you'd be. And excuse me again, and just how much worry you'd be living without. Worry and anxiety and depression that would be let go of. At my website, by the way, as you're listening to me, in the description box down below of this website is the article version of this blog you're listening to and watching me talk to you about. And there's another article at that blog too, that the link is there for you as well, that's on how changing core beliefs may turn your life around for a better life. But getting back to of the ways to change your life through the miracle. You are a miracle worker. Yes, you are, because you are the miracle. If you choose to be, and you don't have to ask or state or get on your knees and repent and say, I need a miracle from God right now. No, you do not have to do that. You have been given the power in your oneness with your Creator. A few years back, and prior to his passing away, I sadly missed the man. I had the satisfaction of visiting with Dr. Wayne W. Dyer. And it was live at a conference in Florida, in the Orlando area. He tossed back and forth the attributes of a miracle and all of the other angles involved. Although it was just one of many interesting discussions I've heard him, speak on in the past, but this one instantly changed my life. And, while I was sitting there in the conference center in big, vibrant letters, without thinking or without any effort, really effortlessly, I simply just jotted down on my notepad, this world is mine because what I see, I created within myself. The words just appeared on a small little notepad that I always carry with me, even still to this day. And I have it handy all the time in my hip pocket. Whenever I'm traveling anywhere, there's always that little, kind of like the old little notebook, the reporter's notebook, the thing that flips over. It fits nice in your hip pocket. And see, I'd started that hip pocket routine with the notebook while in prison, since we had no computer usage at all, and anything that would come to mind, I needed to quickly pull out of my hip pocket, pull my pen out and jot it down and stick it back. Then later, when I would be back at my bunk area, I would, continue from the notes and go on with my writing. So I still to that day, and probably always to the day I leave this earth, will have that notebook, that notepad in my hip pocket. But the message that came from within me was so powerful, it turned into a few tears just coming down my cheek. I had a warm, secure feeling. I'm thinking right back now, and as I think about this and tell you about it, I'm having that same warm, secure feeling. I was sitting there, but I was alone with no one I knew there to witness and share what I was feeling. I was by myself at the conference, but the conference had ended, and my inner self, with a capital S, my inner reality, my inner self was satisfied. So back at the hotel, I had immediately picked up my copy of A Course in Miracles, which I take with me wherever I go. By the way, this came with me from prison, which I had stumbled into there, and that's in another video. But I immediately opened up just like this, and boom, without a bookmark, it went to page 222, and it was lesson of the student workbook in A Course in Miracles, and it was lesson 124 of the ACIM workbook. And my eyes looked down at the title of the lesson that said, "Let me remember I am one with God." And before I go on here to end this, let's think miracle-mindedness within you. Think miracle when you say, I need to change my life. You know, the Course in Miracles further teaches us that the power of joined right-minded thoughts is the miracle. And more on right-minded thoughts in my other blogs at my website. And in my book, of course, too, The Master of Everything, and in all my books, we talk about right-mindedness. But the power of our thoughts is a wonder waiting on the power of decision to take place, meaning we have to make decisions and take action on things. The power is within you. It's within you. It's within me. It's not somewhere out there that I can pray to in the sky to come down with lightning bolts and say, like a magic formula. No, it doesn't work that way. The power of the miracle is within you, and you never need to state, ever, do you need to ever state, I need a miracle from God right now. You never have to get on your knees, unless, of course, that's what makes you feel good, makes you feel like you're reflecting. But it's nothing that you have to be forced into doing. The miracle, and not magic, that I'm talking about, that many of us have in our mind, the illusion of the ego tries to teach us all through generation after generation that the miracle is some kind of a magic trick. You know, but no, it's not magic. The miracle and not magic is always at your disposal. The Course in Miracles further teaches us. It starts with our decision. We have the power of wonders. Wonders of the world and for a better life requires taking action. It only takes an instant, perhaps a short minute or a few more minutes to begin creating what you want and then reflecting it into your external world. It's how you may easily live out your life, happy and full of bliss, having what you want in life. That's all it takes to use the power of choice for ways to make and change your life for the better, or to turn your life around completely. A Course in Miracles further adds, in many of its spiritually metaphysical principles, that it is your voice to which you listen as he speaks to you. The bottom line is, if you want to have a better life in a better world, then you have to be that better world through the miracle by using the power of reflection. Everyone, if you've enjoyed this thought-provoking video, please click and subscribe right around here somewhere to my YouTube channel. I do need subscribers, so please subscribe. And if you'd like to subscribe to my mastermind newsletter and become a member of my mastermind community called the Everyday Miracles Mastermind Newsletter, the link to my safe website, like I'd said, is in the description box down below, which will take you to the written version of this video. And at that, now if you're already at my website, you're already at the blog because I've posted it there as well, you will see plenty of opportunity finding a link to the Everyday Miracles newsletter just to check it out. There's no obligation. Check it out. And in my newsletter is where you the reader and I the author, we bring our mind together for self-success and a better world. And now I hope that you're deciding in this world that you don't need to mumble or mutter or repent by saying, I need a miracle from God right now to turn my life around. You have the power within you to get the job done. Like Larry the Cable Guy says, I always like a little bit of humor. You know, you can get her done on your own, but you got to reach within. It's not outside of you. It's not up there. Up there. It's within. Not within your body. It's within you. Go in. Sketch in your mind what it is that you want and reflect it into your outer world, and allow the universe to use time to make it happen. Thank you, and God bless.